Hello and welcome to all the boards on a brand new week. We've got a fair bit to go through, so we're going to dive right in with a bunch of new and recent additions to the shop, as well as a couple of advanced copies as well. So we're going to start off with this week's game of the week, and that is My City Roll and Build, based on the acclaimed My City board game, which is a legacy style city builder. This introduces it to the realm of roll and write, where you'll be rolling 3 dice and that will determine the shape of the building and what building it is, with the idea of covering as many spaces as possible but saving as many trees as possible. You can play it as a one-off, so you can just pick a chapter and play that, or you can play through 4 chapters, each with 3 episodes, for a total of a 12 episode campaign. Really good fun. I've already played a few games of episode 1 already and having an absolute blast with it, and it's really easy to learn as well. It's really good for all types of players, whether it's casual, you're just getting into games, you're looking for something in between heavier games, or even something that you can take on the train or travels with you. My City's going to fill that niche there for you, and at a great price, just $13.95 as well. So that is My City Roll and Build. Alongside that, we also got in a new release for Dimension. This is a sort of brain game where you will be looking at patterns and trying to figure out how to recreate those patterns with little beads. Over 200 puzzles in here, so there's a lot in here that's going to keep you going. And again, works really well taking it out and about. So if you enjoy taking games when you're out for the weekend or going on holiday, do come down and try this one. Good little head scratcher to keep you entertained. We've also had some Cortex challenge games in, 1, 2 and 3. These are really fun. So again, brain teasers, head scratchers, good puzzles. We do have a little set here, little demo set, so we can show you what the game is all about. But they are really good fun, just a great way to sort of test yourself and others as well. And we've got them in at a really good price at $6.95, so there's less than half price for these. So you can pick the whole range up if you like for pennies. Then we also have Words on the Street. This is a game that we've had in the library before and we have had it in stock before. Again, this is a clearance item as well, so we managed to get it in for a lot cheaper than what it normally would be. I believe it's like £25-30. Here we've got it for $14.95. Now this is a word game with a bit of a difference. You'll be working in teams and you need to pick a word that matches the category, and then you have a certain amount of time, about 30 seconds, to decide on that word, and then to move letters towards you that are comprise that word. If you get tiles onto your side, it's the first one to get 8 tiles to win. It also means that the other team has less tiles to choose from, so they need to think of words that still have the letters on the board in them. Really good fun. I'd say if you enjoy word games, then do come down and try this one out. It still tests your word knowledge, but in a sort of more social party atmosphere. So that is it for sort of new and recent games in the shop. However, we do have 2 that were very kindly sent over to us from our good friends at Hachette Board Games, and that is Featherweight Fiesta and Rauha. I'm going to call it Rauha until someone tells me it's pronounced differently. We'll start with this one. So this one is a fun little, I guess, set collecting game almost. So you're having different cards with different patterns on them. You need to put the birds in the right patterns as you take them either from other wires or from the fences along the bottom, and then you're trying to score your cards and collect cards for a variety of different points. Really, really good fun, and it has such a fun sort of end game mechanic to it as well. Once all the birds have been placed on the wires, you go around and start flinging the birds to see if any of them stay on. Really, really good fun. Absolute blast. If you want to give it a try, come on down to the shop. I'll be happy to set this up and give you a demo. It's not out yet, but as soon as it is out, we will be shouting from the rafters about it. It is such a good game. We had the privilege of being able to play it Friday, Yeah, just such a good game, really well made. I think it's going to hit a spot for kids, families, even gamers like myself who are just looking for something a bit fun to play in between as a novelty. So that is Featherweight Fiesta. And then here we've got Rauha. Now this is a tableau building game where you are activating your avatars and trying to win the favour of divine entities. Really, really solid game. The artwork is phenomenal in this, absolutely beautiful. Again, we played this Friday, had such a blast playing it. This is, for me, this is my type of game. Really deep thinking, a lot of options available to you, but the rules aren't convoluted or complicated. It's just the amount of options that are available to you. You'll be drafting cards over the course of the game, adding landscape tiles to your tableau, and then you do have a little touch of engine building as you activate your rows and columns each turn, as well as adding spores to other tiles so that you can activate them at the end of every round. Really, really good fun. Again, this is in the library, so if you want to come down and give it a go, please do. I believe this is due out for UK Games Expo. I could be wrong on that. So that does mean that we're going to have copies of this early June when we get back from UK Games Expo ourselves. So that's a look at some new bits for the shop. Onto our weekly schedule. So today we have our Learn to Play session. We also have in the afternoon a one D&D playtest group. So if you want to join in on that, you've seen the stuff we've put over social media. Come on down. It'll basically be looking at the unearthed arcana that Wizards of the Coast have released for their new revised edition of D&D coming out next year. Gives you a chance to play about with it, see how you feel about the revised edition. Then at 6 o'clock it is the RPG Club. We are fully booked for that, but if you do want to join us for that, we have a table free usually every week that is available to be booked for groups, whether you want to do a one-off or for D&D, or you want to try a different RPG, you certainly can do that. Or if you want to get a group together for the community campaign, we have the table available for that as well. But do let us know, as we do book that table out from time to time for different RPGs. Then on Wednesday we have got our open play during the day, followed up by the Board Games Club in the evening at 6 PM. We've got our showcase as well. We've got one space left available on that if you'd like to join us, and we will be playing Tribes of the Wind and, if time permits, Switch and Signal by Cosmos as well. Thursday, again, more open play, followed up by our Pathfinder group and our weekly Flesh and Blood tournament. This week we are playing Classic Constructed. This is the original format of the game, the original variant of how the game was played, if you will. It's £6 per person. Come along, give it a go. It's really, really good fun. Just let us know if you'd like to come along and you don't have a Classic Constructed deck. We can ask our regulars if they are able to bring any spares along for you. Then on Friday we round out the working week with the home ed group during the day, and then the after school club in the afternoon. The weekends, Saturday, we have open play and our weekly unmatched tournament. We had fun with our first one just gone, so we're looking forward to seeing more of you this week as well. And as I said, depending how it goes over the course of the next month, we will look to roll that out weekly on Saturdays. And then finally Sunday, rounding out the entire week, is the Sunday Social. A great place to just come along, have a lazy day with a bunch of board games, maybe a bit of painting if painting's your thing. We've got paints, we've got brushes, we've got miniatures that you can use, so if you're a complete noob to it, you can give those a go as well without having to worry about bringing any equipment except for yourself. So that is everything for this week. As we already mentioned last week, we will be at the Ellington Park Mayfair next this coming Sunday. That will be 11 till 6. It does mean that the shop will be closed. We do have some groups in already, so if you would like to come along to the Sunday Social for painting or for the board games day, do let us know, as my brother and his D&D group will be downstairs playing, and they can let you in and get you settled. Then on the 21st, we have the MDC Plus up at Crux Park. Really, really excited for that one. Followed up by the following week with our weekend-long birthday from Friday through to Sunday. Again, if you'd like to join us for that, we do advise booking just so that we get numbers. We're really looking forward to seeing as many of you there as possible to help share our shop's second year anniversary as we look forward to the third year as well. That is everything, guys. Thank you for watching, and as always, we'll see you in the boardroom.